Hey everybody, I know whenever you are first starting out, starting seeds indoors can seem super overwhelming and seem like there's so many rules and all of that for getting started, but there's really not. And I wanted to talk today just about a few simple tips that you can get started tomorrow if you wanted to. So you definitely do not have to have a huge setup like I do out here in our garage to be successful. You can grow anywhere. I have another little grow light station set up in my laundry room actually, so which has no windows and it's very dark. So I have a light in there and I have a little biodome sitting underneath it. Or sometimes I grow some microgreens in there. So you don't really have to have this huge setup to get started as well. And I also have a biodome with some propagated herbs sitting in my sunroom. That's just next to a window that gets quite a bit of sun. So you don't necessarily have to have all of this, and you can get started growing tomorrow if you wanted to get started growing. So just a few tips. I know if you are just getting started, you may be overwhelmed in what you should grow in, and I'll recommend a few different things. So first of all, we love growing in the park seed biodomes because it creates the perfect environment. So if you are just seed starting for the first time, I would recommend getting something like that because it's foolproof. Honestly, like I have nearly a 100% germination rate on those. Works amazing because it has this dome on it, keeps the seeds perfectly humid. It has a perfect environment for seed starting. So if you are brand new to starting out and you wanna make sure you have success, that's a great way to get started. Then I also have these seed starting trays up here from Bootstrap Farmer. You can get those from Park Seed as well. But these are super heavy duty, so you don't have to worry about them being flimsy or falling over or breaking, anything like that. I love these as well. So I do a lot of planting in these as well as the biodome. Now in these right here, the biodome's a little bit easier because it comes with their own little sponges that you plant directly in, holes already in there. You just literally drop one seed and go on to the next one. So that's super simple. Whenever I'm growing in these, I will grow with either the Espoma seed starting soil that I'll put into here or just coconut core bricks. I get those and you can buy them in bulk online in lots of different places, and you can just expand those, put them in some water, they expand up. It's pretty cool. But that's really good seed starting mixture to use as well. And so that's what I would recommend for these. One of the biggest things that I will say, if you're not using either one of those, I would make sure that whatever it is that you're growing in has somewhere that you can water from below, because it is going to help prevent any sort of issues that you have, like mold, fungus, gnats, anything like that. So you just want to make sure that you always are able to water from below. With these, there's a slotted tray and then a non-slotted tray, so I can just pick these up and just put some water in them, and excess water will go to the bottom too. In the biodome, it has a place underneath where you can water from below as well. It prevents lots of issues as well as creates much happier, stronger plants. They have better root growth, a lot better. So just make sure that you keep them moist, keep them watered whenever you are sprouting. One tip that I give as well is have a fan somewhere around this area. The same thing, if you've ever heard the term, like go out there and talk to your plants or sing to them, it helps them, which is the air movement can really help as well. I know it sounds silly, but it really helps give them stronger, get them more ready for their outside environment that they're gonna be in. So I usually keep a fan in here. It also helps to prevent issues like damping off, fungus, gnats, all of those again. So I do a lot of, again, watering from the bottom, and then as well as having a fan. So, I mean, honestly, that's all it is to it. You don't have to have a fancy setup. Anybody can get started growing their own food, flowers, herbs, anything like that. I know you can do it, and we're here to help. So if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. And I'm actually going to be hosting a free workshop tomorrow on January 9th. So if you are watching this after the fact, it'll be recorded and posted on YouTube, but it will be live as well tomorrow. So I hope that you will all join us. Bring your questions. If you have any questions, we'll be here to answer them for you. And then if you don't already have our app, make sure you check out the From Seed to Spoon app because it'll help give you exact planting dates. So that way you'll know exactly when you should go about planting your seeds indoors, and or even if you should plant your seeds indoors, because there are some things like root crops that you probably won't be wanting to start indoors. Does a lot better in most areas if you do it outdoors directly. So there's a few things like that you want to make sure that you just plant directly outside, but there's a lot of plants that you can start by seed indoors, and the From Seed to Spoon app will let you know, walk you through it all, give you exact planting dates based on your location, so your plants don't get too big in here waiting for the temperatures to be good outside before you can plant them. So it'll help you a lot with all of that. So make sure you download it today. Well, I will look forward to seeing you all hopefully tomorrow. And if you guys have any other questions in the meantime, please leave them in the comment section and I will get back with you. See y'all later.